Yo, 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 what it do? What it be, y'all? This your boy A&T, repping the Spell Block Agency, coming at y'all with a little Mortal Kombat highlight commentary. And I ain't did one of these videos in a minute, so I decided instead of just doing high school stories, I might as well talk about my whole life. So I'ma just bear it all for y'all. I mean, even though this story takes place in high school, after today, the high school stories series is officially the story of my life series after today. So, this story takes place my freshman year of high school, and this all took place in my social studies class and a little bit in my health class. And as y'all know, I'm a huge history nerd, so social studies was one of the classes I never missed. And I had a huge crush on my health teacher, so I was in there as much as possible as well. Nothing to do with this story, just a little background info. Anyways, one day this ratchet ass girl got her iPod stolen in history, and you know she was making a huge ass scene. Stop class. Who stole my iPod? This is some bullshit. Anyways, and my social studies class was right before lunch, so in my head I'm thinking can someone give this girl her iPod back so she could go back to listening to Tyga and shut the fuck up. And you know what, now that I'm remembering, we had block schedules freshman year, so classes were an hour and a half or some stupid shit like that. So since the class was so long, we would have the class for 45 minutes, go to lunch for I think lunch was only an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and then go back to the same class for another 45 minutes. So someone stole her iPod before lunch, and the teacher is like, alright everyone, go to lunch and we'll figure out who did it after. Dope ass teacher, shout out Miss Buckner, real ass teacher. She was just trying to let niggas go eat, fuck with it. So during my freshman and sophomore year, though, I mostly hung out with kind of the Mexican gangbanger crowd. They weren't really gangbanging, but they weren't A students either. They were kind of burnouts, kind of, I don't know. But matter of fact, the first time I ever ditched class was with this little group, and that was actually a funny ass situation. I'll have to do a little separate video on that. Anyways, though, back to the subject. So Ratchet Shorty gets her iPod taken right before lunch. I go to lunch with no worries, because I ain't steal shit, and my shit didn't get stolen. So it was a pretty good day. Pretty stress-free. But all that came to an end when the same ratchet that got her iPod stolen walked up on me with 3 grown-ass men. And the crazy part is, these grown-ass men were only juniors and seniors. But I was only 5'8", maybe I'm 5'9" on a good day. Freshman was getting pressed by I'm a freshman getting pressed by some 6-foot goofies that was really trying to press me or whip my ass to impress this young thought. Man, these motherfuckers had beards, motherfucking the whole nine. Looked like they was about to go declare for the draft next year and shit. So they asked me if I had the iPod, and I tried explaining to them it would be impossible for me to have it because A, I don't even like Apple products, and B, I don't even sit by this dumb broad in class. So how the fuck am I going Mr. Fantastic my ass across the room to swipe her obsolete ass iPod? Nah, fam, how am I gonna do that? So I could tell they really didn't like my response. Either that or they didn't believe me, because I emptied my pockets and everything and showed them bruh, I have my cell phone. I don't care about none of y'all shit. I have all my shit right here. I don't need your garbage ass music. But they're nah, you probably have it upstairs in your backpack, or you probably already gave it to someone already. What, bro? It was barely stolen 15 minutes ago. You think I'm I guess, bro. And I really hate being called a thief anyway, so for them to keep accusing me even after I gave them what I thought was sufficient evidence, I don't know. Something in me snapped. So after they tried to say I sold, like after that they tried to say I sold it or whatever, and I said nah, actually I didn't sell it. I just gave it to someone to jailbreak it for me, and this and that, and they didn't like that at all. Like I was just like, alright, you think you stole it? Alright, somebody else got it. They're jailbreaking it for me right now. And so they kind of get quiet, and the tallest one nods his head and is like, okay, just know we're gonna get that iPod back. And right then and there, I kind of just expected them to just whoop my ass, like just beat my ass right there. But they just walked off, and I was just like, what the fuck? But oh, okay, whatever. So lunch gets over with. I'm walking back with 3 of my homies. We all got the same class together. We all sit down because like our seats kind of next to each other. We just bullshitting. And then this little ratchet shorty who got licked walks into class with her 3 little bodyguards from before, and this strong ass lesbian from our grade coming into the classroom looking like a security team at the strip club or something. And you know, and they walk up to me, you know, it was like deja vu, because they walk right up to me and they ask me again, like, yo, where that iPod at? And again, I was like, y'all don't want to believe I don't have it. So, like, I just gave it to someone, bro. Like, being jailbreaked right now or something. Like, just kind of half-assing shit at this point. And when I told them that again, like, they had more people. So I kind of, again, like, I'm sitting down. They standing up. I'm kind of expecting to get, like, a right cross. Right at, you know, knock me the fuck out my seat. And then, like, right as, like, they was kind of stepping closer to me, like, my homie Big Brian, my homie Oscar, and my homie Victor, like, they all kind of, like, stood up. And, like, Victor, who's, like, barely taller than me, he, like, 5'9", 5'10", maybe. He 5'11", because he had spiky hair or whatever. Maybe. Barely. So, he's like, nah, like, he obviously, like, he don't got your iPod, like, obviously, but, like, if y'all trying to look for a fight, like, you could find one or some shit like that. Or I got one right here or some shit like that. I don't know. Shit. He had some clever shit to say. And, like, teacher kind of realizes at this point what's going on. Like, you know, 2 groups of dudes standing up and shit. You got a little, you know, girl looking like Mike Tyson in the background ready to flex. And, so nothing really happened after that. Teacher, like, seen what was going on. She asked, what's her name, the little thought to sit down, and she asked her little thoughty guards to leave. So they was looking pretty upset. And, like, the tallest one again, like, he's walking out with him, and he's like, oh, like, we gonna be seeing you again, like, this and that. And I'm just like, alright, bro, like, cool.
Yo, your strings is nice, no cap.
Kind of doubting him, but it's whatever. Like, I got through the rest of that class, got through, like, another class, and then, like, health class was my last class of the day. And it was, like, outside by the mobiles. So I was just like, alright, cool, like, I'm already outside type shit. So, like, when school ends, like, I don't even gotta go nowhere. Like, I can just pack up and go the fuck home. These niggas tripping.
Nice.
So, just like the class is starting up, I'm, like, about to sit down, like, whatever, just chilling. This little, like, this tall Mexican kid, kind of burly, stocky, not even stocky. He a big old husky kid, you know, he like 6 foot. Little 150, 170, somewhere between there. And, you know, I was a bigger kid in high school, so I'm like 5'8", 170 type shit. So, he walks up, like, angry, right? And, like, I kind of, like, there's, like, a little vibe in the air, and he, like, just walks in. And, like, he just comes right up to me, like, and pushes me, right? Pushes me into my seat type shit. I'm like, what? He's like, why you over there snitching? Telling motherfuckers, like, I stole an iPod, or you gave an iPod to me, this and that. And, like, I'm just like, what the fuck? So, like, I get up and I, like, push him back. I'm like, I didn't even tell nobody. Like, bro, I don't even know who the fuck you are, man. Type shit. Like, we got some classes together, but I really didn't even, like, talk to this kid like that. We said what's up to each other, but we wasn't, like, homies like that. So the teacher sees like us push each other or whatever, and she sends us down to the office. So we walking down to the office, and I'm like, this dude's like, nah, like they walked up and told me like they gave, or you gave me the iPod, or you said I gave him, he said I gave him the iPod, or they, yeah, he said that the little ratchet group said that I gave him the iPod and they was gonna beat his ass if they didn't get it back or whatever. So I kind of explained to him like they accused me and like I never had it, but they didn't believe me that I didn't have it. So he was just kind of like, oh, so they stupid. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, bro, and you were about to try and fight me for no reason, bro, and they were gonna be like, oh, like they were gonna tell me the next day like we told you something was gonna happen to you, and really you didn't even know what the fuck was going on, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So it was just like it would have been pointless. So we explained to that. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. We get back to class, like we finish out the health class, cool, whatever. Like I'm about to walk home. And, you know, like, every school has a flagpole out in front. So I'm, like, walking up to the flagpole, whatever, down these little stairs. And they catch me, like, they in a group again. 4 of them, 5 of them type shit. And they, like, oh, yeah, like, and, like, I think at this point they kind of figured out I never had the iPod to begin with, but they didn't want to look stupid. So they were, like, still trying to press me, but kind of, like, even more half-assed than before. They was like, yeah, don't let us find out who really took the iPod, because we beating yo ass. Or we beating they ass and yo ass and this and that. I'm just like, bro, like, realistically, y'all could have beat my ass. Like, literally right now as y'all are talking to me. Y'all could have beat my ass in the lunchroom. Y'all really, if y'all would have not even been with the talking shit, y'all really could have just walked up and slept me in my fucking social studies class. So, like, whatever. Like, I'm not really worried or, like, tripping on y'all beating my ass at this point. Like, whatever. I just kind of shrugged it off. And, like, I was walking with my homie Oster. We kind of walked the same route home or whatever. And this dude's like, we going over social studies, whatever. I'm like, yeah, like, them dudes was tripping, this and that. He like, yeah, like, she was dumb. Like, she had it in her bag the whole time. I'm like, bro, you had it the whole time and didn't even... Bro had it the whole time. He was the one who stole the iPod. He was like, yeah, she was stupid about it. This and that. It was just in her bag. Swiped it. And then, like, I know you didn't know, but you was still down to take the rap. I wasn't going to let you get jumped. So, you know, Big Brian and Victor knew. I was like... So everybody knew except me. And I was just down. He was just like, yeah, but we wasn't going to let nothing happen to you. And that's the day I discovered the meaning of having friends that's gonna ride for you and the value of it. And that's also the time I almost got jumped over an iPod for no reason. I hope y'all enjoyed the story. Hope y'all enjoyed these little highlights I put together. Gotta get back on my Mortal Kombat shit. I gotta get back on everything right now. I just accidentally deleted all my Apex highlights. So I gotta start all over with that. So definitely gonna be trying to stream and get more footage and highlights and all that. So stay tuned. Like I be saying, I got big shit popping, little shit stopping. Go ahead and leave a like if you like this. I'm gonna be dropping one of these stories every Thursday, or at least I'm gonna try to be consistent with that. Got the new little content schedule video dropped. So go tune into that to see, you know, I might have this unpopular opinion video coming up on Saturday. So stay tuned. Like I said, be safe out there, y'all. Don't get smoked. Go ahead and subscribe and ring the damn bell so you don't miss none of this dope ass content I got dropping for y'all. Got like 30 seconds left, so I'll let y'all enjoy me whooping Scorpion's ass. Probably one of my most hated characters in the game besides whatever Sonic Fox is playing as, because people try and copy him. But I'm out for real this time, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this little fatality and highlight. I put together. Got the little transitions in there for you. I'm out for real this time though. Peace.
Good luck.